Hello there, this is Tom. Today I just decided to tell you a story while while doing some mining. And it's about this one Tinder date I had a few years ago. I can't remember quite how long. Uh, it was kinda my. It wasn't my first match, but it was around my first match and my actual first Tinder date. Uh, so yeah, it got weird. And while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna mine for copper. And yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so uh, yeah, we I matched with this girl. She lived uh, like 45 minutes or so away from from me, but she went to the same school as me. Um, so it wasn't like it wasn't a weird distance kind of to travel or anything. We could easily meet up, and I had different schedules, so we met after right after school when she was done at the local park. Yeah, so I matched with her on Tinder, and I could tell she was kind of shy and not like um, she was a bit scared because she hadn't been doing this, uh, and I just told her I haven't either. I haven't met anyone on Tinder, and you're kind of the first person I'm actually meeting on Tinder. So I just made sure that, yeah, it's nothing to be afraid of. This is completely normal to be a bit nervous when you first meet someone, and I kind of like shy girls, so I didn't think much of it. And we met, and we just did some walking and talking, and yeah, that was that. Nothing interesting happened. And then we started kind of talking on Skype a bit more, and I can't quite remember what we were talking about, but we're just talking here and there about just random stuff. And she was not like the talking type, but she was like uh, quiet, just like to listen. And I didn't think anything much of it. I just thought, yeah, maybe she just enjoys hearing me talk or something. I don't know. And it was not like she didn't like it. She wanted me to talk. So I did most of the talking, and um, I decided I wanted to test her. Um, and because I have a weird sense of humor, and if the person I'm meeting don't appreciate that type of humor, we have a problem. So I told her I have a weird sense of humor, and it's kind of dark, and I like dark humor, and it's my thing, and I find that really funny. And she just goes, she's not afraid of anything. Like she likes dark humor as well, and uh, I was kind of terrified because from how I have seen her been or so far how I've started to know her, I would be like, no, this is nothing for her. But I was kind of impressed when she just went, yeah, try me, because I thought maybe maybe she's not that shy after all. So I told her this dark joke that, in my opinion, is kinda mild, but at the same time it's kinda fucked up. But I thought if she can't handle this, well, that I don't think we're on the same page. And I didn't expect her to laugh. I just didn't expect her to get mad or anything. Like, I want to tell these type of jokes, and I kind of want to surprise, and I'll rather have her say that's awful than have her be mad. So I tell her that ask her what's the difference between a jaguar and a dead baby, and obviously she doesn't know. And I said, well, I don't have a jaguar in my garage. And I did expect silence, but I started to hear this like hulking kind of sound. Is that like the right thing? It's what we would say and call it in Norway, but like you can clearly hear that she's trying not to cry, but she started to cry, and she didn't say it was awful or anything. She just started to cry, and I I didn't know how to react. I just said you were the one who just wanted me to test the you told me you could handle it, and I didn't expect anything like this, and obviously she didn't expect anything like this either. And when I'm looking back on it, maybe it was a bit weird, but back then I was a bit weird too. So I we just ended the call. We didn't do anything special about it, and I thought that was that. I wouldn't hear anything from her. But we continued talking. Didn't seem like it damaged anything, and I thought probably we had a weird relationship about to form. She was kinda uncomfortable about stuff, and it was new. Everything was new to her, I thought. So it just goes, well, give her some time. Maybe something will come out of this if I just give her the time she needs to be comfortable about everything. And we talked back and forth, and uh, things were going great. We talked for like 2 months or something, and at this point, I don't want to say I did expect something to happen, cause I'd rather take it slow than just jump straight into something that I'm not quite sure about. But at least I expected some kind of change in her behavior towards me. If she was interested in me, I would expect after 2 months that I would kind of see that she was interested in me. Like, maybe some type of flirting, even though she was really shy. Some type of flirting that she would be comfortable with. So I was really close to just ending it, because I've spent a lot of time on this then, and I didn't get anything back. I felt like she was like just jumping on me because she felt safe around me and nothing else. And I I love that kind of thing in a relationship, but this didn't seem like it was going to be a relationship. It kind of seemed like she was just um, being safe with me. I don't know how to explain it, but I didn't like feel like this was going anywhere. And I didn't confront her, but I asked her just where is this going? Like where where are we? What are we doing? And she just ended up inviting me home and kind of um, change the whole tone. Like she kind of had like more this sexual tension around her way of talking. Like it was kind of clear that okay, if I'm asking that, well, she's comfortable with saying I really want a relationship with you. Um, I don't know how to explain it any better than that. So she invited me home. Uh, I didn't expect anything sexual, but I came prepared just in case. And uh, we uh, uh, we were gonna watch a movie and just chill. And the first thing that I kinda reacted to, or not really reacted, but just was like, what's this? Was when I first got there, and I had to borrow my parents' car to get there because I didn't have a car at the time, and uh, I just I drove for God damn it. I drove for 45 minutes to get to her, and I got there and everything everything wasn't ready. I brought the movie. We fiddle around a bit, try to make it work because the movie. Well, we have problems getting the laptop and stuff to work and get the movie working, and yeah. So when I finally got that up and going, I just sat on the couch, kinda. I didn't just sit on the couch and like, well, here we go. But I just sat down, started to kind of enjoy the movie, and I was kind of surprised when I was like sitting on the right side of the couch, and she didn't sit on the left side. She placed herself on the couch next to that on the left side from that, like the furthest away from me that she possibly could. So I didn't know what to do. Like this was weird. Like now we're kind of moving into weird territory. I thought like if she's into me, why is she sitting so far away? So of course I was texting my friends. We had this kind of group text chat asking them like what should I do? What the fuck is this? This is not like the Tinder date I expected. And and to be clear, I didn't have any expectations to begin with. Like all I kind of expected was to have a nice time. And I just sat there like, well, okay, maybe she don't want to be physical. I don't know. Let's just enjoy the movie. And my friends were laughing over me like, what the fuck are you doing in the group chat? And I just tried to like sit there, just enjoy the movie. And we got to the part where the movie was done, and she asked me what I wanted to do now, and I didn't know how to respond. I just said, well, I'm in your house. I feel like kinda you should come up with something, because I've never been there before. I don't know what they have to do or offer. Like I couldn't be like, oh, let's make pancakes, like, or I could be like, well, let's go for a walk. Well, I felt like it's hard when when I visit someone. I find it hard to be the one who just, well, let's do this, because I don't know what we can actually do at their place. So I just, well, I'm at your place. Like, what what do you want to do? Like, why do you bring me here? Like, it sounds so weird when I'm saying it back now. And she doesn't really know, and uh, I just don't know how to respond or anything, and we just sit there. And every time I tried to, like, I didn't like try to push anything, but I started to ask questions like, are you interested in me at all? Like, uh, are you seeing this? Are you hoping this would be a physical relationship? Trying to take the next step. And of course, some people would say just lean over and kiss her, but she was sitting in the other couch, on the other side of that other couch. So I couldn't just like jump over to the other couch and kiss her. And for those who said, yeah, of course you can do that, you just have to take a chance. I've tried that before, and a lot of girls are getting really defensive about it. So I'm not the type who does that unless I feel like, well, this is okay. And in this case, I felt like something was up. This was not okay. But when I started asking her about this kind of things, she found the pillow and hid in the pillow and tried to hide her face. And at that point, I was like, dude, what the fuck? You're 18, I'm 20. What? What's this? Like, I just, something snapped in my head. Like, what the fuck am I doing? I've spent way too much time in a relationship that she's clearly not ready to be a part of, like, or not a relationship, but something that might be a relationship that she's clearly not ready for. And I don't want to rush it, but if she needs someone to help her get out of her shell, that's not me. Like, I'm not that person. I I don't want to. I want to work with people, but to try to make the best out of a relationship. But I don't want to work with their problems, kind of thing. I don't want to be. I don't want to be the one who drags the relationship along. Like, be the, I need. We both need to hold hands and go through it together. Is the best way I think I can describe it. I can't be the one who just drag the trolley along while she just sit back and just enjoys the ride. And that's what I felt like this relationship would be. And so while I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? She goes, maybe we should play some cards or something. And I don't know, I've just felt like, it's getting late. I need to leave. Like, it's, yeah, we have to get back to school tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow instead, and I just need some time to just think about this. And it was, well, when I got back home, um, the irony, I was listening to the radio on my way home, and of course this song, did it go? That's how you know you fucked up, was the because I haven't heard this song before, so the that part of the song came on as I pulled in um, uh, to my drive-through or drive-in. I mean, and I just didn't feel it. So she asked if something was wrong a couple of days later, and I said I don't feel like this is going anywhere. I I don't think you want a relationship or even is ready for a relationship. So let's just end it here and go our separate ways. And I was clear I wanted a relationship. I just didn't feel like she wanted a relationship or was even ready for it. And at this point, some of my friends even called that out, like she's not ready for a relationship. Like she wants a relationship, but she's not ready for a relationship. And yeah, then she got really mad and started to not to cuss me out, but uh, the easiest way to explain it is that I instantly felt this feeling of I dodged a bullet because this girl really couldn't handle me going with, well, this is not right for me. And at one point I just had to go with generic answers like just okay and fine and just I don't care for because I I've said what I felt was right for me and how I saw the situation, and I felt like, well, I'm doing. It's not all about her. It has to be about me as well. And I didn't feel like I got anything out of those 2 months, so we didn't stop talking immediately. And after a while, she just randomly blocked me, and I was like, well, okay. And yeah, I think she was really in love with me. Like, she didn't know how to handle it, and she was kind of, I would say hurt, but kind of in, yeah, she was really nervous, and she was really scared for some reason, and like every mark that I would say you're not ready for a grown up relationship. And yeah, that was that. And shortly after that I met my ex-girlfriend and we started dating instead. So um, yeah, that's basically how the story about how I made a girl cry that I met on Tinder because I told her a really dark joke. And this is like the mildest fucked up story of my dating life. Like, my current girlfriend is like, well, you will never top these guys' stories because I have a bunch of fuck up stories. And it's not like I did something stupid or she did something stupid or anything like that. Most of them is like, what a fuck did I just meet? And I really want to talk more about those types of stories. And if you want to hear more of them, please let me know. And I'm gonna start taking notes of the story because I'm not gonna be like, hey, like and show me how you want. I want to tell these stories, even though you might don't want to listen. I want to tell these stories. So